Alright guys, I'm going to show y'all how to carve wooden lures. You might be able to see that outline. That's one lure I'm making, or going to start making. And I'm going to show y'all how to do it. It's pretty simple. It's whittling. But what you have to do, the best thing to do, is get down as close to that line as you can get without going into it. And once you get there, you want to take a file. I'll show y'all here in a little bit, but let me get this whittled down some. Basically, just this nose right here in the back, and I'll show y'all. I'll do a time lapse of that. Then I'll show you all the filing process and how to do that. Alright, well, I got the top part of the lure whittled down. Now, what you're going to want to do is get you a pen or a pencil. You want to mark, this is a 1x4, so it's 3/4 inches wide. I'm going to mark about a 1/4 inch from the edge. I'm going to go ahead and do that on both sides. Mark about a 1/4 inch from the edge. And those will be your guidelines for making the bevel. And then on the inside of the lure, you want to do the same, about a 1/4 inch, roughly. But once you get that, see I got the lines going across the top. Once you get that, you want to take your knife and carve down at a 45-degree angle, roughly, to that line. Now this doesn't have to be all precise, just try not to get too far past your lines. Try to stay as close to them as you can. Alright, then you're going to start getting that rough bevel. You're going to do that for both sides. Of course, once you get the whole bottom of the lure cut out, you do that. Then you want to take it and round off that edge that it leaves for beveling it. Get it basically as round as you can with a knife. Alright, see how it's nice and pretty round? And you're going to want to get you a metal file. It's real fine grit, it's not a rasp. Even though if you have a rasp, instead of carving out these lines, carving this bevel with a knife, you can sit there and get nice round edges with a rasp. I don't have a rasp with me, but and then what you're going to do, you can take the file, and you're going to get nice rounded corners, or at least as round as you can. I'm going to do a time lapse of me doing that on this one, and after that I'll show you all what it looks like. Alright, I got it nice and rounded off, as you can see. It's what the edge originally looked like, real square. That's what it looks like now. See, before, after. Look, it's starting to look like the top of the lure. Then what you want to get is I like to use 220 grit sandpaper to rip you off a small piece. You can wrap around your finger, and then just sit there, sand it smooth. But once you get that done, you want to do that for the whole entire lure. And then what you're going to want to do is note where your lines for your bevels were, and you're gonna start roughly, I don't know, quarter way back from the end of the lure and bevel it in this way so it adds taper, sort of like how those are. You can see how it's tapered right there. That's gonna be what you want to do. That's what this lure eventually is gonna be, something like this. Well, you're gonna take it once you get it all cut out and sanded down and round off. You're gonna sit there, take your time with a file and sandpaper, and you get this as symmetrical as you can. See, that's the main shape. You look at the top, which would be this side. Both bevels are symmetrical. Same thing with the rear. And if you look at it that way, it's pretty flat. It's real nice, symmetrical. That's what you want for a lure. To make it run straight, the more symmetrical you can get it, the straighter it'll run. The more true it'll run. It'll give you a nice tight wobble instead of darting off doing stuff you don't want it to. Then to add the bill, just get you some thick, 1/8 inch thick plastic out of something. I use old coffee creamer cans, plastic coffee creamer cans, and you just figure out sort of where you want your bill. You cut a slit in there, a little bit bigger than the bill, and then fill that slit full of glue. Rough up the edge of that bill, put it in there, let it harden, and then it'll round off the edges of your bill. Let's see if I can't find me a crankbait that has a bill around here. Yeah, it does not look like I got one. Alright, but you understand, round off the edges so it's not sharp square. Just give it a little nice round edge, make it run good. And you want to put your eye for where you tie your line to, right above your bill, right into the wood. You can either use twist eyes, which are good. I like those because they're easy. Or you could drill holes in your lure where you want the hooks and your anchor point to be tight in. Twist up some wires where you got a loop in the end, about a 1/2 inch long or so. And you want the wire to fit loosely when it's twisted in the end of your loop, in the hole. You're gonna fill it full of epoxy and put them in there. Let them harden, and then just paint the lure however you want it. And then after you get done painting it, you get some 24-hour epoxy, and you want to cover the whole entire lure. Make it waterproof, watertight, and seal it, keep it from rotting. After that, after you apply it, you want to take a torch or a lighter and just quickly run over it. Don't burn it, don't scorch it. Just glaze it to help get the bubbles out of the epoxy. And then once it's dry, it's ready to fish with. So go out there, make you some lures, and catch some fish. You get a lot more enjoyment catching fish from a homemade lure than you do a store-bought one, I promise you. Because all that time and effort you put in that lure has caught that fish. Alright guys, that's the end of this video. So please like, comment, and subscribe. Have a nice day.